Good evening, class. So, last class we were doing the profit and loss. So, if I remember correctly, I have given a question. The question was, buy 5, get 3 free. This was the question, buy 5, get 3 free. And how many classes of yours? It depends on you. I can finish in one class also if you want. If you want, I can finish in next 20 class, 10 class, that depend on you, the pace of your. So if you understand in one class, I can finish in one class itself, no issue with me. Generally, I will take might be some 10, 12 more classes to finish the maths. But again, I'm very like a flexible in that. If you want 20 class, I can take 20. If you want 10 class, I can take 10. If you want 1 or 2 class, I can take 1 or 2 class also. No issue with that. Okay? So like the question was, buy 5, get 3 free. Find the percent of discount. Find the percent of discount. This was the question I have given in the last class. Okay? For the homework purpose, buy 5, get 3 free. Okay? So like how to solve this question? I told you discount is always calculated on mark price. We have discussed in the last class mark price, market price, tag price. So first we have to understand what is the mark price here. Suppose I am a shopkeeper. So mark price is what? The shopkeeper, whatever shopkeeper is deciding, that is the mark price. Suppose like this jacket is there, I went to a shop to buy this jacket. So whatever price written on the tag, that will be decided by either the maker of this jacket or by the shopkeeper. So whatever price they have decided, that is the mark price or tag price. Similarly here, if as a shopkeeper, how much is going from my shop? So if you see, we can say that total 8 item is going from my shop or not? Total 8 item is going from my shop or not? So suppose the price of one item is 100 rupees. So what is the total price of 8 item? Total price of 8 item will be 800 rupees or not? The price of one item is 100 rupees. So price of 8 item will be 800 rupees or not? So how much shopkeeper, like if they are not giving any discount, how much they will get? Shopkeeper will get 800 rupees or not? If suppose shopkeeper is not giving any discount, how much shopkeeper will earn? Shopkeeper will earn 800 rupees or not? Are you getting my point or not? Shopkeeper will earn 800 rupees, as simple as that. Now what happened? Since he is giving some discount, so this is what? This 800 rupees is what? This 800 rupees is the mark price. This 800 rupees is a mark price. My voice is less. I hope it is fine now. Camera person, please check the mic voice. So total mark price is 800 rupees. Now, how much discount the shopkeeper is giving? Shopkeeper is giving 3 item free. That means 300 rupees discount. So how to find out the percent of discount? Percent of discount is basically what? Percent of discount is basically discount upon mark price into 100. A simple thing. Discount is what percent of mark price? So discount is 300, mark price is 800. So we have to just find out how much percent this is. This is 3 by 8 into 100, and we know that 3 by 8 is 37.5%. 37.5%. This kind of question can come in the examination and people will mark the wrong option. So please be attentive here. Please be attentive here. So what is the overall discount? Overall discount is 37.5%. Overall discount is 37.5%. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Then I will give one more question here. Okay. Fine? Fine. Now, next question is, buy 3 items and get 2 free, then 10% more discount. Then 10% more discount. This can be in the language form. This question can be in the language form also. For example, the question can be, a shopkeeper is giving 2 items free when you are buying 3 items from that particular shop. After this, the shopkeeper is giving 10% more discount on the card payment, cash payment, anything they can give. And now they will ask, find out overall percent of discount. Find out overall percent of discount. Please give the answer of this question. Find out overall percent of discount. Find out overall percent of discount. Please give the answer. Buy 3, get 2 free. Buy 3 items and get 2 free items. Then 10% more discount. Find out the overall discount. Find out overall discount. Last question was having 2 parts, I guess. Ishika, not getting your question exactly what you are asking. 36% one answer, 48%, 39, 54. Okay. Now, first thing is, these are the 2 discount is given. One is this discount, second one is this discount. If you remember the last class, I have mentioned 2 points in the discount. The first point was, discount is always calculated on the mark price. This was the first point. Discount is always calculated on the mark price. Now you can solve this question. No, the question was in the one form only. Buy 5, get 3 free. This was the one question. The second question was buy 3, get 2 free. 2 questions I have given. So the first point was discount is always calculated on the mark price. This is the first point. Now what is the second point? The second point is discount is always successive in nature. Discount is always successive in nature. These 2 points we have discussed. So first our job is to find out what is the overall discount here. How we can find out? Total 5 items are there. So 5 items will be the mark price. And how many items we are getting free? 2 items we are getting free. So this will be discount will be 40%. That means here the discount will be 40%. Now the question is, we are giving 2 discount. One is 40% discount, another is 10% discount. What is the overall discount? What is the overall discount? How to solve this question? I told you, take mark price as 100. First discount is of 40%. When I give 40% discount, discount means subtraction. As soon as discount word is coming, that means subtraction should come in your mind. 40% discount, this will become 60. Now then again 10% discount, I will give 10% discount, that means minus 6. This become 54. Anything was 100, now this become 54. So total discount will be 46%. Many students are giving 54 as an answer, but last class also we have discussed the discount will be 50, not 54, but 46%. Discount will be 46%. Please remember this thing. It cannot be 54. You have 100 rupees. Now you have a 54 rupees now. So what happened? There is a decrement of 46 or not? There is a decrement of 46 or not? So always remember the answer will be 46, not 54. Many students make mistake here. Many students make mistake here. So please is a request, because both option will be present in the examination and you will mark the wrong option. You will mark the wrong option. I hope this is clear to everybody. I hope this is clear to everyone. I hope this is clear to everyone. Question is overall discount. So overall discount is of 46%. Any doubt? Anything you want to ask? Otherwise, repeat 46%. See, remember, discount means what? Okay, suppose you went to a shop to buy a water bottle. You went to a shop to buy a water bottle. The water bottle cost written on the water bottle is 100 rupees. That is the mark price. Shopkeeper offered you some discount and shopkeeper is taking how much? Shopkeeper is taking 54 rupees to you. Now tell me, what is the discount? How much discount you get? You get 54 discount or you get discount of 46? Simple logic hai bhai. 100 rupees was a mark price. Now you are getting the item in 54 rupees. That means there is a discount of 46% or 46 rupees. That means there is a discount of 46 rupees. As simple as that. Don't get confused. This is your mark price. This is your selling price. Okay, I hope PPT came. Just open that. Just a minute. Till then the PPT will be... We will discuss the previous year questions. And along with that, some other questions also. We will discuss one by one. Sorry. I hope you guys are getting some interest in the mathematics or maths. Basically it's aptitude more or less rather than maths. And you can check the previous year questions also we are doing in the class. Along with that you can check that also. And before the last class also I will discuss how to approach the paper and all. So overall आपको चीजें समझ में आ जाएंगी how we have to solve the paper in the examination. Fine. First we will do this thing. Then okay. Now we are going to do the previous year questions. This is CSAT 2020 question. Actually, profit and loss are not continuous. Some year some questions are there, some year questions are not there. But we can say that if questions are coming, we can easily solve that. This is the CSAT 2020 question. You can see that. CSAT 2020 question. Please solve this one. A simple one. A person bought a car and sold it for rupees 3 lakh. If he incurred a loss of 20%, then how much did he spend to buy the car? A person bought a car and sold it for rupees 3 lakh. If he incurred a loss of 20%, then how much did he spend to buy the car? Please solve this question. Some are saying A, some are saying D. Okay. Now, whatever we have learned three things. One will be CP, one will be SP, and then whatever profit and loss will be there, that will be on the CP and SP. So the first thing which should come in your mind, if there is a loss of 20%, loss means as soon as the loss word is coming, what should come in your mind? There is a decrement. And loss and profit are always decrease on which value? CP value or SP value? Always decrease on a CP value. So the first thing should come in our mind is, if there is a loss of 20%, that means CP is decreased by 20%, or I can say that the SP is 80% of CP or not. Why SP is 80% of CP? Because there is a loss of 20%. If there was a profit of 20%, then what happened? SP will become 120% of CP. बताया था भाई, अगर SP, simple logic is what? If there is a profit, that means CP is increase. If there is a loss, that means CP is decrease. And this is how we can get the SP. So SP we are getting 80% of CP. Why? Because there is a decrement of 20% in CP. Okay, there is a loss of 20%. Now what else information is giving? A person bought a car and sold it for rupees 3 lakh. That means now we have given the SP as 3 lakh. And why SP as 3 lakh? Because he is selling the car at 3 lakh rupees. That means SP is of 3 lakh. Are you getting my point or not? Okay. Now from here we can solve the problem. CP will be into 100 upon 80. Now you can solve this. $3,75,000. D is the correct answer. Whosoever was getting A, please check what mistake you have made. There is no problem in marking the wrong option. It's fine here right now. But you have to see that what mistake you are making. Where exactly the problem. देखो होता क्या है ना कि we go for the answer. Answer is fine, but see that what mistake you are making, whether you are able to understand this part or not. This is the most important part which we have discussed in the last few classes. And if you remember this, you can easily solve this question, and you can check how easy the question was if you know the concept. How easy the question is if you know the concept. Okay. Now solve this question. हाँ, रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग से भी सॉल्व कर सकते हो. बाय ऑप्शन ऑल्सो वी कैन सॉल्व, but I'm not going into that. The reason is simple. Now the aim is to solve the question only. Time is not that much important. A shop owner offered the following discount option on an article to a customer. Successive discount of 10% and 20%, and then pay a service tax of 10%. Successive discount of 20% and 10%, and then pay a service tax of 10%. Pay a service tax of 10% first, then successive discount of 20% and 10%. Which one of the following is correct? 1 only is the best option for the customer. 2 only is the best option for the customer. 3 only is the best option for the customer. All the options are equally good for the customer. This is again a CSAT problem of again 2020. Solve this question. Why not A, sir? अरे भाई, it's not a comprehension question ki why not A, why not D. The answer is D because by solving we are getting the D answer. This is not a comprehension question ki sir isme hame doubt hai. This is objective things are there. In comprehension, subjective things are there. You can debate, sir, why A, why B, why C, or why not A, why not B, why not C. But in maths, we cannot debate now. We have to depend on the data. If you are getting the A as an answer, tell me your logic. By my logic, we are getting D as an answer. So there is no point why A. I can say A is the answer if you prove that. So mathematics is like objective thing. Whatever data are given, I have taken that data. If you have any doubt at any point of time, कि sir यहाँ पे ये कैसे हुआ, then you can ask. But you cannot ask me, sir, why A, why not A and why not B, because this is the objective thing. It's not subjective. Tell the answer of this question. Successive discount of 10%, 20%, and then pay a service tax of 10%. Successive discount of 20% and 10%, then pay a discount of tax of 10%. Okay, as a customer, what should be the case? You will get the discount, but then you have to pay the service tax on that. Service tax paying means, suppose the mark price is 100 rupees, mark price is 100 rupees. Now what happened? First you are getting a discount of 10%, that means 90, then again 20% discount, that means 72, and then you are paying 10% as tax. So you have to pay tax on this, that means plus 7.2, and when you pay plus 7.2, this will become 79.2. So this much amount you have to pay in the first case. That means so by solving, few of us got A as an answer, where we made mistake. What was देखो मैं फिर से कहूंगा बेटा आपसे कि where you are making mistake, you tell me ना, मैं कैसे बताऊं कि where you guys, देखो अब सामने तो आप हो नहीं कि I can check your copy and all and I can tell where you are making the mistake. Then ask me the logical question ना कि sir I have done this thing and then I am getting the A as an answer. Please tell me where I am making the mistake. Are you getting my point or not? How can I know कि आप क्या कर रहे हो? So you can ask me a logical thing कि sir I am doing this part, and or else you can ask the logic कि sir मेरा logic ये है, कहाँ गलत है ये? Then I can guide you. But if you are asking कि sir where I am making mistake, how should I know? समझ रहे हो आप ना? How should I know where you guys are making the mistake? So whosoever has got the A answer, please let me know what process you have done. Then I can tell you what is the exact mistake you are doing. 60K as loss added to 3 lakh. Okay, I got the point. ठीक है, अभी बता रहा हूं मैं कहां mistake कर रहे हो आप. This is fine. I hope plus be understand first here. Understand first here. Mark price is 100. So this is the case. Now in second case what happened? Second case, first 20% discount, this will become 80, then 10% discount, this will become 72, then 10% service tax, again become 79.2. And in third case also, if you do the same thing, you will get the same answer. And if you remember the first class of successive increment and decrement, this is what the case. The case is we are decreasing 10%, then 20%, and then increasing 10%. अगर आपको याद हो तो मैंने आपसे कहा था कि you can do anything first, anything second, there is no change in the answer. Either you can first increase, then decrease, or you can decrease, then increase. Answer will remain same because this is the case of successive increment and decrement. If the question is 10% increment, then 20% decrement, so either you can first decrease 10%, then increase 20%, or reverse also you can do. First increase 20%, then decrease 10%, your answer will remain same. So if you know that logic, if you remember that logic, without solving you can mark the answer will be D. Without solving the answer question, you can mark the answer as D. So this is a simple one. Okay. Now one question I am getting here, ki sir, the sold car is 3 lakh rupees, 20% incurred loss. So we can find out 20% of 3 lakh and that will be 60,000 rupees. And the answer, the one line answer where you guys are making the mistake, the answer is you are calculating the loss on selling price. I told you the profit and loss will always be calculated on the cost price. Is this a cost price? No, because the person is sold the car at this rupees. That means the cost price is not given. That means the cost price is not given. And this is, I think, Ishika, you are making the mistake. You are calculating the loss on the selling price. Loss and profit should be calculated on the cost price. This is the mistake you are making. 2019 question. Try this question. Question number 3rd. Sagar, we cannot calculate the profit and loss on the market price. Profit and loss should be calculated on the cost price. Don't get confused. Discount is calculated on the market price. I hope this is clear. Rakesh has money to buy 8 mobile handset of a specific company, but the retailer offer very good discount on the particular handset. Rakesh could buy 10 mobile handset with the amount he had. What was the discount the retailer offered? Give the answer of this question. Okay, again a simple one. Now suppose the cost price, the market price of one handset is 100 rupees. One handset is 100 rupees. Now what happened? That means he has 800 rupees to buy the mobile. But now, because of some discount, he is not now able to buy 10 mobile. That means he is now able to buy 1000 rupees item in 800 rupees or not. If he is not giving the discount, think like this. Suppose he is not giving any discount. So what should be the total price? Total price should be 1000 rupees. But now he is buying in the 800 rupees only. That means this is the market price and this is the selling price. Because he is getting 10 mobile is 800 rupees. That means he is buying that selling price and this is the market price. So what is discount? Discount of 200 rupees out of 1000 into 100. That means 20% is a correct answer. That means 20% is a correct answer. Please tell me whether you guys are getting the confidence or not. This is not, I have not made this question. UPSC has given this question in the examination. Tell me whether you guys are getting the confidence or not. वो शक्तिमान वाली फीलिंग आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही सर? वो शक्तिमान वाली फीलिंग आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही है कि yes, I am able to solve if suppose anything is coming from the profit and loss, I can easily solve that question. I can easily solve that question. The question is not difficult, but yes, the concept should be clear. This question can be said like this: buy 8 item, get 2 free or not? यही तो है ना? आप 8 आइटम बाय करो, 2 फ्री मिल जाएगा. You buy 8 item and get 2 item as free. As simple as that or not? That means total discount is of 2 item out of 10 item into 100. As simple. Buy 8 item, get 2 item free. This is exactly the question, is there or not? This is given. This is. हाँ नहीं आ रही तो प्लीज टेल मी ना, वेयर इज द प्रॉब्लम. देखो या तो फिर आपने रिवाइज नहीं किया होगा. द सिंपल लॉजिक इज यू हैव नॉट रिवाइज द थिंग. आप अपने आप से पूछो, ठीक है, अगर रिवाइज किया है देन भी तब फिर आप आई कैन हेल्प यू आउट. बट सपोज इफ यू आर नॉट रिवाइज, ठीक है, एंड यू आर सिंपली थिंकिंग कि बाय कमिंग इन द क्लास आई एम एबल टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम, तब डिफिकल्टी है. सो टेक ऑनेस्ट. देखो आप आईएएस की तैयारी कर रहे हो, यू आर नॉट प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर एनी like a group D or group C examination, you are preparing for IAS examination. So you can self-evaluate yourself whether I have done some homework at home or not. And still if you have done the homework, then tell me the problem. I am okay with that. I can repeat the same thing twice, thrice, 4 times, 10 times. But suppose you have not done the homework, you have not revised the thing properly, you have not understand the concept properly, and even after that also you are not asking the things, then फिर even not me, अभी तो मान लो बता भी दूंगा, 2 बार बता दूंगा, same question I can tell twice, thrice, 10 times also, but again there will be a problem. Again the problem will remain same. It's not going to solve your issue. It's not going to solve your issue. Your issue is going to solve only when you understand the concept. ठीक है ना? हाँ, please ask what exactly doubt you have. Please ask what exactly doubt you have. The question is very simple. The question is what? He went to buy 8 item or 8 mobile phone, but now he is getting 10 mobile phone instead of that. He went to buy 8 mobile phone, now he start getting, now because of discount, he get 10 mobile phone. So the simple question is like this or not? Buy 8 mobile and get 2 free, and get 2 free or not? Buy 8 mobile and get 2 mobile free. As simple as that. This is what we have done till now. Buy 8 item and get 2 item free. That means total 10 item are there. Out of that 2 item are free. In 200, answer is 20%. Answer is 20%. Please ask your doubt exactly where you guys are making the mistake. Yes, please tell me what exactly doubt you guys have. एक हिंदी में वर्ड होता है ढीठ, ठीक है ना, स्टब बॉन्ड कह सकते हैं हम लोग, कि मतलब आपको वही करना पड़ेगा. Don't think about what I am saying, what anybody else is saying. I told you in the before classes also कि you have to be very pragmatic, you have to be very practical. If you're not getting anything, ask me the exact doubt, I will explain. That's why you are here. You are not here to time pass or anything else. देखो simple सा logic है. Try to understand the thing, try to revise the concept, try to understand the concept, because this same question is not going to repeat. But same concept is going to repeat again and again. So it's better to understand the concept and tell me exactly where you guys are getting the problem. Are you getting my point or not? See, which part you're not able to understand, tell me, I will try to explain again. But don't, see, देखो, अगर if same question will come in the examination, you are not able to solve, ठीक है ना, you are not able to solve, then it's become problem for you guys. So understand, this is very important concept. If you're not able to understand, let me know where exactly you have problem. Otherwise, we can move to the next one. Okay, chalo. Try question number this one, 4th one. I face difficulty in application. The solution will be solve as many questions as possible for few days. Once you become comfortable, that become easy for you. A shopkeeper sells an article at rupees 40 and get X% profit. However, when he sell it at rupees 20, he face same percent of loss. What is the original cost of the article? What is the original cost of the article? If I am solving this question, I will not use the pen also. Without pen, without anything, only by common sense I can solve this question. Only by common sense I can solve this question. Only by common sense I can solve this question. Think about it. What is the question? Let me explain first. The question is, suppose this is the cost price. When he is selling the article as rupees 40, that means if selling price is 40 rupees, he is getting X% profit. And when he is selling at 20 rupees, he is getting X% loss. X% loss. ठीक है? X% loss. तो अब तो यार कुछ करना ही नहीं इस क्वेश्चन में. By common sense only we can say that, by common sense only we can say that the CP will be definitely in between 20 and 40 or not. The CP will be definitely in between 20 and 40 or not. Why in between? Because here when the SP is 40, the profit is X%, and when SP is 20, the loss is X%. That means somewhere in between the CP will be there between 20 and 40, and only one option is there between 20 and 40. That option is 30. That option is 30. That means correct answer will be C. No need to solve anything, no need to do anything. As simple as the answer will be C without solving anything. Is this making sense or not? Is this making sense or not? A simple one. अब देखो आप कितने सिंपल क्वेश्चन पूछे आ रहे हैं इन CSAT पेपर, and how we can solve without any pen and pencil with common sense. And these are the recent questions. These are the recent questions. Solve this question. Solve this question. Gopal bought a cell phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. Then Ram wanted to sell it back to Gopal at 10% loss. What will be the Gopal position if he agree? Neither loss nor gain, loss this, gain this, gain this. Try this question. Question number 4, to know the case option given are not in between the cost. Then we can solve it. What is the profit and loss should be equal? The profit and loss should be equal. Gopal bought a cell phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. See, I told you, when every information is given in percentage and final answer is also given in percentage, use what we can do. Gopal bought a cell phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. So let's assume CP for Gopal is 100 rupees. CP for Gopal is 100 rupees. Okay. Now, then Ram wanted to, Gopal sell to the Ram 10% profit. That means the selling price for Gopal is 110 rupees. And this is the cost price for Ram. This is the cost price for Ram. Okay? This is the cost price for Ram. Now Ram wanted to sell back to Gopal at 10% loss. That means the loss and profit is always calculated on the cost price. So this is the cost price for Ram. Now he wanted to sell back to the Gopal at 10% loss. What is 10% of this amount? 10% of this amount is 11 rupees. That means now Ram will get at what price? Ram will get same phone at 99 rupees. Ram will get same phone at 99 rupees or not? Ram will get same phone at 99 rupees. Is this making sense or not? Is this making sense or not? So the question is, what will be the Gopal position if we agree? Okay, what will be the Gopal position if we agree? So what is the position? He is getting 1 rupees profit or not? He is getting 1 rupees profit or not? Are you getting my point or not? He is getting 1 rupees profit out of 100. That means there will be a gain of 1%. That means there will be a gain of 1%. Yes, the answer is C, not B, because he is getting 1 rupees profit. आपको 100 रुपए की चीज 99 रुपए में मिल गई. The cost of a phone is 100 rupees. You are getting same phone in 99 rupees. That means you are getting 1 rupees profit or not? That means you are getting 1 rupees profit or not? Please tell me if you have any doubt here. Please tell me if you have any doubt here. Try this question. A person allow a 10% discount for cash payment from the market price of a toy and still make a 10% gain. What is the cost price of toy which is marked at 770 rupees? If you remember, we have done one question like this. After 30%, 35% discount, a person still gain 30% profit. What is the relationship between cost price and mark price? We have done one question like this. We have done one question like this in the previous class. Okay, if you remember the chart which I have made in the previous class, the chart was here CP is there, then MP is there, and then SP is there. ठीक है? CP is there, MP is there, and SP is there. ठीक है ना? ये हमने डिस्कस किया था. Now, what is the case? We are getting 10% discount. That means if 10% discount we are getting, that means MP is 90% of MP or not? SP is 90% of SP or not? Because we are getting 10% discount. So discount means decrement. Decrement in which value? Discount is calculated on the mark price. That means decrement in the mark price. Now the second statement is still he make 10% gain. That means if he is making 10% gain, that means SP is what? 110% of CP or not? 10% gain. देखो, discount means decrement. Decrement on which value? Discount is calculated on the mark price. So decrement on the mark price. Second, the mark price, still he make 10% gain. Gain is always calculated on the cost price. So gain means increment in 10%. 10% increment means it's become 110%. Now both are SP. We can compare it. That means 90% of MP is equal to 110% of CP. 90% of MP is equal to 110% of CP. Okay. Now MP is given as 770. So 90 into 770 is equal to 110 into CP. Cross multiplication we will do. CP become 90 into 770 upon 110. The answer will be 630. The answer will be 630. Okay, many of you have given the correct answer. Ashok, Shivam, Sashwat, okay, Garima, Shubham, Yash. Okay, almost everybody. Vishant, okay, everybody has given the correct answer as C. So this is the correct answer. Please ask if you have any doubt here. Please ask right now if you have any doubt here. Please explain once again. Okay, no issue. I hope, like a Deepshika, you remember this thing? The CP, MP, and SP. How to reach from CP to SP? Whatever increment or decrement, increment means profit, decrement means loss. So whatever is there, we will increase or decrease on CP, we will get the SP. Similarly, from MP to SP, how to get that? Simply the logic is there is some discount here. So after discount, we will get the SP. I have explained this thing in the previous class. Now what is given? There is a 10% discount. 10% discount means 10% decrement. Now this decrement will occur on which value? Since discount is calculated on the mark price, that means we will decrease mark price by 10%. Decreasing by 10%, anything was 100%. If you decrease by 10%, how much you will get? You will get 90% or not? You will get 90, because if you decrease 10% from 100%, you will get 90% or not? That means SP is equal to 90% of MP. SP is equal to cost price दिया है क्या? No, what is the cost price? They are asking what is the cost price. Yes, Ashwi, please read the question again. Please read the question again. So this is 90% of MP. Now the second part is given, and still he make a 10% gain. 10% gain means what? 10% gain means there is a profit of 10% or not? There is a profit of 10% or not? So when 10% profit is there, so profit is always calculated on the CP, cost price. So anything was 100%, when there is a 10% profit, that means that number become 110%. This is what we have discussed in the first class of profit and loss. When I started the profit and loss, even this we have discussed in the percentage also. When 10% increment is there, the number become 110%. देखो इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूं, start revising बेटा, समझ रहे हो आप ना? If you think कि मैं क्लास में आऊंगा फिर आ जाऊंगा तो नहीं होने वाला सर, क्योंकि I have repeat this concept. I think I am repeating this 10 times. Already repeated 10 times. ठीक है, ये कुछ 11-12 times होगा when I am repeating the same thing. And still if you are confused, there means some problem is there. Identify that problem. देखो प्रॉब्लम होने का मतलब ये नहीं है सर कि कोई दिक्कत है. प्रॉब्लम होने का मतलब ये है वी हैव टू इंक्रीज आवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ठीक है, मैंने कहीं शेर पढ़ा था कि यार गिरना बुरा नहीं है. ठीक है ना, अगर आप किसी चीज से गिर जाते हो तो गिरना बुरा नहीं है, लेकिन बार बार सेम चीज से गिरना बुरा है. आर यू गेटिंग माई पॉइंट नॉट? भाई पत्थर पड़ा, एनीबॉडी कैन फॉल डाउन देयर. ठीक है, बट बार बार मुझे पता है कि भाई वहां पत्थर है और मैं सेम चीज से टकरा के गिर रहा हूं तो दिक्कत है कहीं पे. देन देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम देयर. सो इफ यू नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड इज फाइन. पहली बार समझ में नहीं आया, दिक्कत कोई दिक्कत नहीं. सेकेंड टाइम समझ में कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बट 10 टाइम्स तो आइदर यू आर नॉट सीरियस और यू आर नॉट रिवाइजिंग. ठीक है, दो ही चीज हो सकता है. यू आर नॉट टेकिंग, होता है कई बार कि वी हैव अ GS, we have a other subject, so we are not taking CSAT very seriously. That's fine, no issue. But now become serious. Now try to understand the concept so that next time same thing won't bother you. If there is an increment of 10%, that means like if my height is increased by 10%, that means right now my height is 100%. If it is increased by 10%, that means my height become 110% now. A simple concept. So profit and loss, I told you, is simply what? Profit and loss is simply increment and decrement on the cost price. So if there is a gain of 10%, that means the CP become 110%. Why? Because CP was already 100%. If there is an increment of 10%, that means the value is increased by 10%. That means now it's become 110%. Is this making sense or not? Is this making sense or not? ठीक है sir? So bus, now we can compare SP, both are SP are equal. That means these two will be equal. And this type of question we have done in the previous class. This type of question we have done in the previous class. So you can just go and check that. Now we can just compare, we can find out the answer. Go to home today, try to understand 2-3 points. If profit is 20%, find the relationship between CP and SP. If loss is 20%, find the relationship of CP and SP. If discount is 10%, find the relationship between SP and MP. If discount is 20%, find the relationship between SP and MP. With the help of discount, we cannot find out the relationship between MP and CP. But yes, we can find out the relationship between these two. ठीक है? Try to interpret these sentences. If you are able to interpret, yes, 10% of 770 you can find out. That what you will get when you give discount, what you will get? You will get selling price. You will get selling price. Then by that selling price you have to go to the cost price. तो कैसे भी आप कर सकते हो. If you give 10% discount, that's fine. 770 is the mark price. You can put the value and you can find out the SP. And when you get the SP, second formula में put करके आपको CP मिल जाएगा. This is the way. तो आप वैसे भी कर सकते हो. ठीक है? So please understand, if you are able to interpret these sentence, then well and good. If you are not able to interpret these sentence, again try to see the videos, try to see the previous classes, और वही आपको ना मतलब फिर हो पाएगा. अदरवाइज दीज थिंग्स आर गोइंग टू हॉन्ट यू. कम से कम 2-3 क्वेश्चन होंगे जहां पे ये स्टेटमेंट गिवन होगा एंड यू गाइज आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. You guys are not able to understand. So please, okay, these are the questions of the previous year. I think these are in the PPT. Might be some questions are missing also from here. Some questions are missing from here. So these are the questions which are there in the PPT. I hope one more PPT is there. Sorry. Where I can get that PPT? Where? Download. Download. Just open one more PPT is there. Now, these are the PPT for basic questions. So please, this is a very simple one. I'm not going to take this one. Try this question. Try this question. Try this question. The difference between the cost price and selling price of article is 560. If the profit is 20%, find the cost. This is very simple one. देखो क्या कह रहा है. The difference between CP and SP, that means SP minus CP is equal to 560 rupees. And we know that the SP minus CP is also what? SP minus CP is also our profit or not? कुछ रटने की जरूरत नहीं है. No need to remember anything. Just think about that. CP is what? For making this pen, how much cost is required and how much we are selling. The difference between two will be the profit or loss, what depend on the question. So here it is profit. So simply profit is given as 560 rupees. That means the question is, if profit is 560 rupees and also this is given as profit percent is given as 20%. Profit percent is given as 20%. We know that profit is always calculated on CP. So I can say that profit is what? Profit is simply 20% of CP or not? Profit is simply 20% of CP or not? So simply I can say that this is 20 upon 100 multiplied by CP and this value is given as 560 rupees. Or simply you can find out 20% of CP is 560, 10% of CP is this, 100% this, we can directly find out, or else you can find out by this way also. CP is equal to 560 into 5, 2800 is the correct answer. 2800 is the correct answer. Any doubt you can ask? Try this question. The difference between the selling price of an article at a profit of 25% and at a profit of 14% is 220. This is a good one. Try this question. Try this question. The difference between the selling price of an article at a profit of 25% and at a profit of 14% is 220. Then what is the cost price of the article? Okay. See, I can solve this question. See here. Suppose this is your line, and now the selling price, see, suppose this is CP, and now there is a 25% profit. So when you add profit into CP, you will get what? You will get SP or not? When you add profit into CP, you will get SP or not? This is what the logic is. CP is 100 rupees, 100 rupees the cost of this pen. I add 50 rupees into that. That will be the SP. So 50 rupees become profit my. Okay. So understand here, the CP is this one, and when I add 25% of CP into this, this become SP or not? Now this is SP1, and SP2 is profit of 14%. Okay. So when profit of 14% is there, that means this is the SP2 or not? This is SP2 or not? And what is given? The difference between the selling price of an article at a profit of 25% and at a profit of 14% is 220. This is what we have. That means difference of SP1 minus SP2 is given as 220 rupees. The difference of SP1 minus SP2 is given as 220 rupees. What is SP1? SP1 is 25% of CP. Wait. The SP1 is 25%. That means we can say that 125% of CP minus this is 114% of CP, and this is given as 220. Why 125%? Because profit is there, so we can say that SP1 is equal to 125% of CP because there is an addition of 25%. So from here we can say that there is a 11% of CP is equal to 220. So from here 11% means 11 upon 100. So we can find out the CP value. CP is equal to 220 into 100 upon 11. Directly also we can say that the difference of both is 11% of CP. That also is a correct one. We can solve this way, but still if you want the whole procedure, so this is the way how we can solve it. This is the way how we can solve it. CP plus 25% of CP, अब नहीं बताऊंगा इसको. I'm not going to tell you. If suppose I am saying 25% profit, tell me the relationship between CP and SP. What is the relationship between CP and SP? Okay? Try this question. Try this question. Try this question. On selling an item for, अब देखो selling an item means selling price is given 76. A man get a profit of 52%. Now you have to understand this statement. If you are able to understand the statement, selling an item for rupees 76, a man is getting a profit of 52%. That means you have to understand what is the relationship between CP and SP. What is the relationship between CP and SP? That means CP profit of 52%. That means now CP become 152% and that is equal to SP. This is what the implication of first statement. And if you are able to understand, you can solve any question. देखो हर question में वही आ रहा है. You can see that हर question में same statement are there. You have to just understand. Profit of 52% means what? The CP is increased by 52. देखो 100 rupees का CP था मान लो. Profit is 52%. That means 52 rupees. So SP become what? SP become 152 or not? So we can say that CP is increased to 152% and that is equal to SP, as simple as that. And if you are able to understand this statement, any problem you can solve in the profit and loss is become very easy. Every statement has same problem. So now on selling an item for rupees 76, A man get a profit of 52%. What will be his profit or loss percent if the item is sold for rupees 75? So first we have to find out the CP. This is 76 CP into 152 upon 100. From here CP is equal to I hope calculation is correct. Yes, 50 rupees. And now now we have CP, and the question is, if item is sell at 75 rupees, what is the profit? So we can find out the profit of 25 out of 50 into 100, or we can say that selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100. This is 25, this is 50 into 100. I will get 50% as an answer. 50% as a, okay, 50% profit as an answer. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Okay. Try this question. Crystal clear. Great. I'm again saying, if you have a done percentage with full faith, understand all the concept, this is very easy. कुछ करना ही नहीं है. Profit means either successive increment or decrement is there, or profit means increment, loss means decrement. खत्म बात वहीं पे. ठीक है ना? So if you understand the percentage, this become easy. If you still you are struggling with the percentage, this become more difficult. ठीक है? Try this question. Try this question. A bought a watch paying 5% less than the original price. A sold it with 20% profit on the price he had paid. Then what percent of profit did he earn on the original price? Remember the concept which I am telling from the first class. If everything is given in the percentage, answer is also in the percentage, assume any value. But since we are doing for ourselves, so whatever we are going to assume X, instead of that we will assume 100. Instead of that we will assume 100. And if you remember this thing, we can do anything. Do it. Shivam, then Divyansh, C as answer I am getting. Okay, so what we will do in this question, we will assume that the original price will be X. So instead of X, what we will do? We will assume original price as 100. Original price as 100. Original price as 100. Now what is the question? Paying 5% less than original price. That means how much he is paying? He is paying 95 rupees. Now, A sold it 20% profit on the price he paid. That means 20% profit on this price. What is 20% of this? 10% will be 10% into 2. 10% is 9.5 into 2. That means 19. 19. Profit means addition. I will add 19 here. How much I will get? 114 I will get. Now, how much profit A earned on the original price? Original price was 100. He is selling into 114. That means there is a profit of 14%. That means there is a profit of 14%. Please tell any doubt here, anything still you are not able to understand. तीन ही चार स्टेटमेंट है सर, सीपी समझ लो, एसपी समझ लो, इंक्रीमेंट डिक्रीमेंट, प्रॉफिट लॉस समझ लो, डिस्काउंट समझ लो. क्वेश्चन की लैंग्वेज थोड़ा समझने माइट बी डिफिकल्टी होगी, बट विद टाइम यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, यू कैन एबल टू सॉल्व द थिंग्स. Okay. चलो, try this one. सौम्या क्लियर, गौरव नो, ठीक है. Try this question. देखो, if you are still, you cannot avoid one problem. देखो होता क्या ना, everything has certain solution. You cannot avoid one problem and go to the solution of other problem. Both problems are different. If still you are confused between CP, MP and SP, then you have to again go back to the basic and clear it. You cannot say that, sir, I can avoid CP, MP and SP difference and I can directly go to the option and answer. Are you getting my point or not? I cannot say like this way. So my point is very clear, कि if you are still confused between CP, MP and SP and still you are not able to interpret it, so better you can go back and see this again, what is the difference between all three. Are you getting my point or not? What is the difference between all three? If an article is sold at 5% gain instead of 5% loss, the boy gain rupees 5 more. Find the cost price of that article. See, this is suppose CP, cost price, whatever is the cost price. Now, article is sold at 5% gain instead of 5% loss. That means initially article was sold at 5% loss. 5% loss means 95% of CP he was selling, and now he is selling at 105% of CP. Why? Because initially he was selling at 5% loss, now he is selling at 5% gain. Initially he was selling at 5% loss, now he is selling at 5% gain. Is this making sense or not? Initially he was selling at 5% loss, now he is selling at 5% gain. That means initially the selling price was 95% of CP and now the selling price is 105% of CP. And because of this, what will happen? Because of this, he is getting 5 rupees more. That means the journey from this SP to this SP is 5 rupees or not? And in term of percentage, this journey is around 10% of CP or not? This journey is 10% of CP or not? So from here we can say that 10% of CP is equal to 5 rupees. So 100% of CP is equal to 50 rupees. 10% of CP is 5 rupees. So 100% of CP is 50 rupees. ठीक है सर? ठीक है सर? Any doubt? Ask right now. We are almost finishing the profit and loss, and we will do some more questions, and if time allow, we will start the next topic also. We will start the next topic also if time allows. Otherwise, we will solve the profit and loss today completely. Acha, did not understand. See, initially there is a 5%. The question kya hai? The question is, an item was sold in 5% loss and now the same item is sold in 5% profit, and because of this what happened? The person is getting 5 rupees more. The person is getting 5 rupees more. Are you getting my point not? So when the item was sold in 5% loss, that means on that time the SP was, देखो अगर मैं ऐसे कहूं कि पहले आप initially were selling an item at 100 rupees and now you are selling an item at 105 rupees. So what happened? The difference of both is 5 rupees or not? The difference of both is 5 rupees or not? I can say that this SP1 and this is SP2, the difference between these two is 5 rupees or not? And this is what exactly question is. Initially an item was sold at 5% gain, initially the item was sold at 5% loss and now the same item is sold at 5% gain. So when the item was sold as 5% loss, that means on that time the SP was 95% of CP or not? On that time the SP was 95% of CP. 5% loss means what? I hope this is clear. ठीक है ना? ठीक है ना? Is this making sense or not? Then 5% gain. Now the item is sold at 5% gain. So when item is sold at 5% gain, that means the selling price become what? The selling price become 105% of CP or not? The selling price become 105% of CP or not? Is this making sense or not? So the difference between these two is 5 rupees. Why 5 rupees? Because you can read the statement, if an article is sold at 5% gain, instead of 5% loss, the boy gained 5 rupees more. That means now the boy is getting 5 rupees more. Why he is getting 5 rupees more? Because he is not selling at 5% loss, he is selling at 5% profit. That means the difference of both SP2 minus SP1 is 5 rupees. What is SP2? SP2 is 105% of CP. What is SP1? 95% of CP, and the difference is 5 rupees. From here we can say that the 10% of CP is 5 rupees. From here 100% of CP is, we can find out the answer. We can find out the answer. ठीक है sir? Okay, let's take a break. After the break, we will meet and solve the more problem of profit and loss, and if time allows, we will start the new topic also. We will start the new topic also. Okay. Try this question. The loss incurred by selling an article for rupees 600 is equal to the profit gained by selling the same article by rupees 1000. कोई क्वेश्चन तो बहुत सिंपल से, इसमें कुछ करना ही नहीं है. Answer will be 800 because we are getting 200 rupees loss, and when we are selling in 1000 we are getting 200 rupees profit. पता नहीं क्यों क्वेश्चन दिया है, कुछ है ही नहीं इसमें तो. Now try this question. Yeah, try this question. The profit percentage, now percentage they are talking about, earned by selling an article for rupees 3150 is equal to the loss percent incurred by selling an article for rupees 1680. Then what is the price should at what price should the article be sold to make 20% profit? Try this question. See, in this question they are saying, when suppose this is our CP, and when we are selling an article at 3210, the profit percent, and when selling an article at 1680, this is equal to loss percent. This is what exactly the question is. This is what exactly the question is. The profit percent is equal to loss percent. So अगर हम concept से जाएं, so how we can solve this question? We can solve this question by this: the percent of profit is equal to percent of loss or not? And what is percent of profit? Percent of profit is profit upon CP into 100. And what is percent of loss? Percent of loss is loss upon CP into 100. All this will cancel out. That means profit is equal to loss. This is one thing is clear. The profit here should be equal to loss here. Now if both are equal, that means one thing is very clear. The CP is middle of these two value or not? The CP will be middle of these value or two or not? Why? Because the profit and loss both are equal. So whatever you are increasing to reach here, same amount you have to decrease to reach here. Okay? Suppose if I'm taking an example, this is 120, this is 100, this is 80. So you have to increase 20 to reach here. Similarly, you have to decrease 20 to reach here. That means if both are equal, that means this should be the middle of these two value or not? And how to find out the middle of these two value? There are various ways. Either add both and then simply divide by 2, or simply take the subtraction. How to find the middle of this? Simply we can take the 3120 minus 1680. How much I will get? Simply 0. One four four zero. Now divide this by 2. The difference of these is 1440. Divide by 2. We will get 720. Add 720 into this. I will get this value. So if I add 720, how much I will get? 2300. 2300. I hope check the calculation part. 2300. No, 2400. Sorry. 2400. Now what is the question? This is the CP we are getting. This is the CP we are getting. Now what is the question? The question is, what will be the price if we want to make a 20% profit? We have CP. कुछ गलत कर रहे हैं क्या हम लोग? Some calculation mistake I hope we have done somewhere. I'm not able to identify what mistake I'm making. It's 2380. How come 2380? This is 720. We are adding 720 in 1680. This will be 2400. And if we make 20% profit, that means we have to add 580. 2400 plus 240, sorry. Okay, ठीक तो है, हाँ सही तो है, क्या गलत, ठीक है. We have to add 480, the answer will be 2880, ठीक है, everything was fine. In the last I was making the calculation mistake. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I was thinking something else was going in my mind. हाँ ठीक है, everything is fine. Actually, in this step I was making the mistake. Something else was going in my mind. Everything is correct. Everything is correct here. So in this type of question, when profit percent and loss percent are equal, that means the CP will be in the middle of that. That means the CP will be in the middle of that. ठीक है? How to get 2400? We get 1440 as a difference, and this is in the middle. We have make the half of that is 720. We will or simply find out the middle of these two values. Simply find out the middle of these two values. How to find out the middle of these two values? Just simply take the subtract both the value. I will getting 1440 divide by 2, that means 720. Add into this or subtract into this, we will get 2400. Now there is a 20% profit. 20% profit means what? 20% profit simple meaning is we have to increase cost price by 20%. Increase cost price by 20%, we will get answer as 2880. This we have done in the class. This we have done in the class. So I'm not going to take this. Try this question. The cost price of n toy is equal to the selling price of 50 toy. The cost price of n toy is equal to the selling price of 50 toy. The cost price of n toy is equal to the selling price of 50 toy. If there is a profit of 60%, then find the value of n. Try this question. $480 कहां से आया? 480 because in the question we got the CP as 2400. The question was if we have to get the 20% profit, what is the selling price? So CP is 2400, profit is 20%. So how to get SP? 20% of 2400, that means that is 480. That is 480. Try this question. One answer I am getting as A. Okay. How to solve this? There are various methods. Like when I was looking at this question, the first thing came in my mind was option. By option also we can solve, or by process also we can solve. The concept is saying the cost price of n toys is equal to selling price of 50 toy. The cost price of n toy is equal to selling price of 50 toy. This is how we have done. This is how we have done this question. If you remember the class, I have taken this question, this type of question. So from here we can say that SP upon CP is equal to N upon 50. Okay? Then I ask you, we can assume that N is equal to 50 and CP, we can assume that SP is equal to N and CP is equal to 50. Now what is given? The percent of profit is given. So percent of profit should be equal to SP minus CP upon CP into 100. SP minus CP upon CP into 100. We can put all the value. This is N minus 50 upon 50 into 100. N minus 50 upon 50. And what is the percent of profit is given? Percent of profit is given as 60. So this simply become N minus 50 into 2. Okay? 60. From here we can say that N minus 2 is equal to, N minus 50 is equal to 30 because this will come on this side. So N is equal to 80. By this way also we can solve. Less the cost price of one article is CP, the cost price of n article is N into CP. The selling price of one article is SP, the selling price of 50 article will be 50 into SP. Now what is given? The cost price of n article is equal to selling price of 50 article. So from here we can say that SP upon CP is equal to n upon 50. So from here we can assume, let's the SP value is n and CP value is 50. We can assume that. Okay? We have assumed that. Now we know that the percent of profit is equal to SP minus CP upon CP into 100. We have these values. We have the percent of profit is given as 60%. We have put all the value. We can solve this and we can find out the answer. N is equal to 80. So I got the answer as 60% of 50 is equal to 30. And from where you are getting that value 50? From where you are getting that value 50? If you have taken, these are the toys, not the value. तो वो एक दिक्कत है. From where you are getting the value 50? Soumya Bhama, from where you are getting the value 50, that 50 value? You have taken 60% of 50, but from where you are getting that value 50? So this, agar if you are taking this value, your concept is wrong. Your concept is wrong. Your concept is wrong. फाइन, देखो अगर आप यहां से ले रहे हो ना, हाँ ओके, इफ यू आर टेकिंग फ्रॉम हेयर देन दैट इज फाइन. देखो इफ वी आर सेइंग, just I got your point, fine, okay, it's no issue. So from here we can say that CP is equal to 50 and SP is equal to N, and there is a profit of 60%. So from that means 60% profit means CP become 160%, so SP become simply 80. But I'm not sure whether this will be correct in all cases or not. I'm not sure whether this will be, because we are assuming that value. We are assuming that value. It's not necessarily true for all cases. Just wait. Whether we can assume this or not, I'm just thinking. I think we cannot assume, because assumption is 50. This is not the absolute value. This is like a ratio is given. So ratio is n upon 50. So we cannot assume this value as 50 and this value. Dekho, there's an assumption, there is a like a exact value. So what you guys are taking the CP is equal to 50, which might or might not be true. When I will take the ratio, you will understand. So this approach will be wrong, I think. This approach will be wrong. Go by this one. I will check, then confirm. I will check and confirm. This approach is wrong if we go by this one. This approach is wrong, I think. We will discuss probably. I will do some questions, some iteration, then I will confirm. Till then you can go for this approach. Okay. This we have done. Try this question. जबरदस्ती का इसमें परसेंटेज का वो किया गया है. I won't think is required calculation part, so we can skip, because there's a lot of calculation there which not required. Try this question. Try this question. Mother Dairy decide to offer an extra amount of 20% of milk free with no charge in price. That means 20% extra amount he is giving in milk. If per ml cost of the milk of Mother Dairy is same and original price was 70% off on milk, it's very confusing. Mother Dairy decide to offer an extra amount of 20% of milk free with no charge in price. That's fine. That means if suppose instead of 1000 ml, Mother Dairy is offering 1200 ml. If per ml cost of the milk of Mother Dairy is same and original profit, okay, original profit was 70% on milk, then what would be the new profit percentage after the free offer? Okay, good one. Try this question. Try this question. I'm just giving you a hint. Think about 1 liter. That means 1000 ml. Think about 1000 ml of milk. Okay? And then you can do whatever question is saying. Some are saying say C, some are saying D. Okay, let's solve this question. Mother Dairy decide to offer an extra amount of 20% of milk free with no extra charge in free. Suppose 1 liter we are taking, that means 1000 ml, and now the Mother Dairy is giving 20% extra milk. That means 20% extra milk means, suppose I am a customer, so now I will get 1200 ml. 1200 ml milk now. And now the milk cost is same. That means if suppose 1 ml cost is 1 rupees, so initially he was getting 1000 rupees. This is for our understanding. Don't get confused, sir. Milk kaise 1000 rupees ka hoga? Just for our understanding, I have taken 1 ml price is 1 rupees. So 1000 ml price is 1000 rupees. 1000 rupees. That means the Mother Dairy was getting 1000 rupees for this milk. Now, since he's okay, wait, the cost price was 1000 rupees, sorry. The cost price, suppose I have taken the cost price of 1 ml of milk is 1 rupees. So cost price of 1000 ml of milk was 1000 rupees. Okay. Now the question is saying the profit, initial profit was 70%. That means if the cost price is 1000 rupees, so what was the selling price? Selling price was cost price plus profit. And how much is profit? 70% of cost price. 70% of cost price. That means the selling price was 1700 rupees. The selling price was 1700 rupees. What was the question? The question was Mother Dairy was giving some extra offer on the milk. So I have taken 1 liter milk, that is 1000 ml. The price I have taken for 1 liter, 1 ml is 1 rupees. So for 1000 ml, 1000 rupees. That means the cost price was 1000 rupees. And now there is a 70% profit. That means the selling price was 1700 rupees. Now what is the question? The Mother Dairy is offering 20% more milk. That means now the cost price will increase to 1200 rupees or not? Why cost price will increase? Because the Mother Dairy is giving 200 ml more milk. That means the 200 ml more milk price will be added. That will be 200 rupees. That means now CP become this one and SP remains same. SP remains same. The selling price remains same. So what is the new profit percent? How we can find out? New profit percent is selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100. 500 upon 1200 into 100. 5 upon 12. This will come around less than 60 is the answer, and 41%. I think it should be 41%. A should be the answer. How come C and D? Let me check. I think 41% will be the answer. Any mistake I am making? Because most of you have given the answer as D or C. A will be the correct answer. A will be the correct answer, not C and D. A is the correct answer, not C and D. Is this making sense or not? Sorry. Is this making sense or not? समझ में आ रहा कि नहीं आ रहा? Okay. Try this question. Try this question. Question number 22. Try question number 22. समझ में आया था लेकिन क्वेश्चन सॉल्व दिस इज अ वेरी लाइक अ सिंपल प्रॉब्लम, नो इशू विद दैट. देखो है क्या कि क्लास में समझ में आ गया, घर पे सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है, स्टेटमेंट नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. तो अगेन आई एम सेइंग द सेम थिंग. गो होम, try to understand the problem, how I should approach the problem. Suppose the previous question, I will go home, I will see the question only, I will not check the solution. Try to interpret that question. देखो आप 5 क्वेश्चन इंटरप्रिटेट कर लो, ठीक है. 5-10 question try to interpret, try to understand the meaning of that question. Problem is what? The problem is as soon as we see the problem, we try to find out the answer. And if we get the answer by anyhow, we are happy. This is the biggest problem. What should be the right approach? As soon as we see the question, whether the easy one or tough one, the approach should be whether I am able to interpret the statement or not. ठीक है, नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, I will ask that statement. Tomorrow I will come and I will ask the sir, so what is the meaning of this statement? I am not able to understand. ठीक है, what is the meaning of that particular statement? I am not able to understand. And when you start asking the question where you try to understand the problem like this way, it's become very easy. What we guys are doing, I see this question, okay, this ये answer है, आगे बढ़ गए, ठीक है ना. Now here the main problem arise. You never try to understand what exactly the question is telling. Just try to understand whether I am able to understand each or every statement or not. If I am up 10 questions solved, not more than that, but try to understand if the problem is saying the profit is 10%, what is the meaning of that? Okay, how I can interpret it? If profit is 10%, the relationship between CP and SP. Are you getting my point? Not. Generally what we are doing, या तो हम solution देख लेंगे और या तो जो सर ने मैंने बताया उसको आप देख लोगे. That's not going to solve the problem. The problem will remain same. And understand, this same question is not going to come in the examination. The data will change, the language will change, but the same concept is going to come. So focus on that concept part. Focus on that statement part. Try to understand what question exactly is saying. If you are able to understand that, it's become very easy. अगर otherwise क्या होगा? You can solve some thousand of problem. देखो, as a math teacher, when I see the problem, सबसे पहले दिमाग में मेरे क्या आता है आप बताओ मुझे. सबसे पहले मेरे दिमाग में यही चीज आती है कि whether I am able to interpret the statement or not. एक mental map बन रहा है when I am reading the statement, whether a mental map is framing in my mind or not. Like previous question, I got confused because instead of profit, I was reading something else. So mental map was not connected. That's why I read the question twice, thrice. And when mental map is created, it's become very easy for me. And same approach you have to follow. ठीक है ना? But what you guys are doing, As soon as you see the question, वो assumption चालू, let's this will be x, this will be y, ये 100 लेंगे, 10 लेंगे. Go with a very basic one. Again I am saying, start with a very simple question कि 20% का profit है, CP ये है, SP ये है. Try to interpret that statement. If you are able to interpret that statement, 100% आप कर ले जाओगे. But if you are not able to interpret that statement, मैं bet लगाता हूं आप 500 क्वेश्चन कर लो, it's not going to help you. And this is not for one person. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. And the same mistake I was also doing when I started the maths and all. Same mistake I was also doing when I started the maths and all. ठीक है ना? तो it's not like your problem, it's my problem also. But I understand. मुझे समझ में आया करना क्या है. And then I corrected my method and that helped me a lot. ठीक है ना? If I tell my class 10th math number ना, आप मुझसे maths पढ़ना छोड़ दोगे. अगर मैं क्लास 12th का अपना maths का बता दूंगा मुझे कितने मार्क्स मिले थे, तो कहोगे सर अब कल से बताना, पढ़ाने में खुद ही पढ़ लूंगा. ठीक है ना? But when it's come to the competitive maths, I take that as a challenge. ठीक है? I clear the CAT. Clear the CAT means I got 99.9 percentile. ठीक है? Then in CSAT also 2013 paper I have given around 180 190 marks इसी के बीच में कहीं पे था CSAT में मेरा. ठीक है ना? And on that time that was a part of the cutoff also. So the simple logic is there, sir. ठीक है ना? Logic is very simple. You have to understand what problem you are facing and then mindfully you have to find the solution. ठीक है ना? There is a no in between thing. There is a no in between thing. ठीक है? कुछ इसमें आपको बीच में कहीं कुछ नहीं डिफरेंस है आपका. The only thing is whether you are able to understand the statement or not. If you are able to understand the statement, nobody can stop you, sir. ठीक है ना? And this is the way how you can learn the maths. I told you ना, in the first class, ये तो आता है, ये तो मैथ्स आती है. अब अगर मैं देखता हूं प्रॉब्लम, तो अगर मुझसे कोई आज कहे तो मैं कहूंगा भाई आती है मैथ्स, जरा प्रॉब्लम लेके आओगे, I will able to solve 90% of the problem. 10% even I am not able to solve. In that case I will consult with someone and I will understand. ठीक है ना? लेकिन अब जब मैं आज से अगर 5-7 साल 10 साल पहले की बात करूं, तो 10 years before I was not very comfortable in maths. ठीक है ना? I was not very comfortable in maths. Then what I did? I start learning the patterns. And patterns means I start learning the statements. I start learning the statement. Okay, what is the meaning of this? Whether I am able to interpret this or not. Teacher क्या है यार? Teacher तो पढ़ा के चला जाएगा. But if the statement is shopkeeper claimed to have made 25% profit. अब now whether you are able to understand this or not, तो सारा तो यही दिक्कत है ना सर. ठीक है ना? So please, is a request to you, try to understand the statements, try to understand the जो लिखा है ना उसको समझने की कोशिश करो. फोकस इस पे हो ही ना कि आंसर नहीं आ रहा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं बेटा, मत आया आंसर. ठीक है? It's not a issue. The issue is even if you get the answer, you don't able to understand the problem, कभी solve नहीं कर पाओगे आप उसको. So my request is focus on the statement things, focus on that part. So please tell now, we will get motivated. ज्यादा motivation आ जाएगा, leave that. ठीक है ना? आपको ज्यादा motivation आ जाएगा. So leave that. How much I get in class 10th and class 12th, leave that part. ठीक है? But still I can say, if I can make it, you can also do it. And now it's only to clear the, we are not able to see anything, white bold reflection. It's not visible. Camera person? It's not visible in the, I think everything is fine from here. Now try this question. It's not visible. Reflection and all, somebody saying. Fine? Okay. Try this question. A shopkeeper calculate the profit percent on cost price and another calculate on selling price. Now something is given. On one case, the profit percent is calculated on the cost price and by mistake on the selling price. ठीक है ना? If their selling price are same, then the difference of actual profit will be अब देखो, when I read first time, I'm not able to interpret the question. ठीक है? अब मुझे पहली बार पढ़ के क्वेश्चन कनेक्ट नहीं हुआ. I'm not able to feel connected. What is my next approach? Again I will read the question because mental map नहीं बन पाया. Which I was talking about, I'm not able to frame the mental map, how to approach this question. I'm not able to make the mental map. ठीक है ना? So I was not able to interpret the question. So I will again read that question. What the question is actually saying? The question is, one shopkeeper calculate the profit percent on cost price and another calculate on the selling price. Fine. If their selling price are same, then the difference of their actual profit will be 60 rupees. If both shopkeeper claim to have made 25% profit, then what is the selling price of each article? Okay, so suppose shopkeeper A is there and shopkeeper B is there. Shopkeeper A is making profit on CP. That means percent of profit. That means profit upon CP into 100. And another shopkeeper is making profit on selling price. That means profit of A. Now profit of B is, now he is making, by mistake he is calculating on the selling price. By mistake he is calculating on the selling price. So what is the selling price of A? Selling price of A is equal to CA plus profit cost price of A, and selling price of B is equal to cost price of B plus profit of B into SP. Actually, I'm trying to find out some connection. Okay. Actually, too many information are giving. Let me give 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Let me find out the logic here. A shopkeeper calculate the percent of profit on cost price, another calculate on selling price. That's fine. If their selling price are same, if we equate this also, okay, selling price are same and their actual profit difference is 60 rupees. Okay, if both shopkeeper claim to have made 25% profit, okay, let me do it again. कुछ तो मिस कर रहा हूं मैं कहीं पे. Some information I'm not able to frame. That's why. देखो, अगर एक ने CP पे कैलकुलेट किया, मान लो A ने, and second one has calculated on the SP profit, and it is saying that both case the profit is 25%. Here also the profit is 25%. Okay? If profit is 25% in first case, the profit percent will be 25% of CP or not. And in second case, the profit of B is should be equal to the 25% of SP. यहां तक सब कुछ ठीक है. 25% of SP actually is coming too many equations which मैं frame करना चाह नहीं रहा हूं. That's why some mistake I am making. There are so many equation is coming here. Now one equation is saying if their selling price are same. So if selling price are same, that means selling price of A simply equal to the CPA, cost price of A, plus 25% of, or simply we can say that 125% of cost price of A. Selling price of B, this is something different because cost price of B plus 25% of selling price of B. If this come on this side and these two they are saying equal, again lot of equations are coming. Actually I am trying to avoid the equations because by equation we can find out the answer, but lot of there is a ratio method also, by that it can become very easy. पर मैंने पढ़ाया नहीं आपको. अगर मैं इसको 1/4 मान लूं 4 SP, वो सिंपल तरीका है, लेकिन वो मैंने पढ़ाया नहीं, तो I cannot take that one. I cannot take that one here because I have applied the percentage method. Ratio में उतना घुसा नहीं वहां पे. That is the one way to solve, but okay, I will check this question again. Probably I will tell tomorrow because some information I'm getting confused because here actual profit they are talking about. Then here they are talking about profit. Which profit they are talking? Because two kind of profit. Actual profit means calculated on the CP. Actual profit means calculated on the CP. And here once profit, so too many information. I'm getting confused. So better I will solve and get back to you tomorrow. ठीक है ना? मैं इसको solve कर लूंगा and then I will get back to you tomorrow. Might be some information is wrong or might be I'm not able to interpret something. That's fine. Okay, some more question on same type. A shopkeeper calculate percent profit on buying price and another on selling price. What will be their difference in profit if both claim to have 20% on goods sold for rupees 3,000? Okay, try this one. Hopefully we can solve it because more information is given here. देखो, it's not about taking more time or less time, it's all about कि whether you are able to understand or not. अब बाकी लोगों ने रेशियो पढ़ा नहीं है, तो in that case it's become difficult for other. That's why I cannot take ratio right now. If you want, you can send the query to the class pointer. I will send the ratio method also. That we can solve very easily. Okay. Let's solve this question. Then I will come to that. Probably कुछ click करे वहां पे. Let's solve this one. A shopkeeper calculate percent profit on the buying price and another on the selling price. Okay. What will be the difference in profit if both claim to have profit of 20% on goods sold on 3,000? Okay. That means SP1 is given as 3,000 and SP2 is also given as 3,000. Now this is the case. Now question is, what is the difference in profit if both claim to have profit of 20%? Now suppose this person is calculated profit on CP and this person is calculated profit on SP. Okay, profit on SP. So let's take this case. In this case, we have to find out the CP. So what is the CP here? CP here will be, because there is a 20% profit, so CP become 120%, and this is equal to SP. So from here CP is equal to 3,000 into 100 upon 120. That means 2,500. That means one person, what he is doing, for him CP is 2,500 and SP is what? SP is 3,000, and that's why he is claiming 20% profit on CP. 20% profit on CP. That means total profit is how much? Total profit is 500 rupees. Total profit is 500 rupees. What is in second case? What is in second case? The second case is the person is calculating on the selling price. The person is calculating the profit on the selling price. So if we calculate the profit on selling price, that means 20% of SP, this will be the profit. And what is 20% of SP? 20% of 3,000. 20% of 3,000. And what is 20% of 3,000? 20% of 3,000 is simply 600 rupees. 600 rupees. That means in one case profit is 600 rupees, another case profit is 500 rupees. What is the difference between two? Difference between two will be 100 rupees. Difference between two will be 100 rupees. Difference between two will be 100 rupees. Is time taking method? Yes, we can say it's time taking method, but I told you now the logic is not whether we are able to solve or not. Ratio method, I can say looks, देखो, is depend on some people. Ratio are simple, but ratio method are simple for those who have a good understanding of maths. Who has a good understanding of maths. In normal class for CSAT classes, I cannot teach by the ratio method. The logic is very simple. As soon as ना 5/7 आता है ना, आधे लोग की बत्ती गुल हो जाती है. ठीक है? So I cannot teach by the ratio method. That's why right now the aim is we can simply go by this one. Okay. Now I am repeating the question. Two shopkeepers are there. One shopkeeper and second shopkeeper. The first shopkeeper, what he is doing? He is calculating profit on CP. Another shopkeeper is calculating profit on SP. तो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट फर्स्ट वन हु इज कैलकुलेटिंग प्रॉफिट ऑन सीपी. ठीक है, सो दिस इज हाउ द प्रॉफिट इज कैलकुलेटेड. व्हाट इज गिवन? द एसपी इज गिवन एज 3000 फॉर बोथ केसेस. SP is given as 3000 rupees. Okay, now SP is 3000 and the profit is given as 20%. Can we find out the CP? Yes, we can find out the CP. If profit is 20%, that means CP become 120% and that is equal to SP. So SP is 3000, CP will be 120%, and when we solve this thing, CP is coming as 2500. That means in first case the CP is 2500, SP is 3000. What is the profit percent? This is 20%, and how much is the profit? Profit is 500 rupees. Profit is 500 rupees. Profit is 500 rupees. Come to the second case. The second case, shopkeeper is calculating the profit on SP. So no need to calculate the CP here because he is calculating the profit by mistake or by anyhow. He is calculating the profit on SP. So when he is calculating the profit on SP, that means simply SP is given. What is 20% of SP? 20% of SP is 600 rupees. That means in first case, the shopkeeper is getting 500 rupees profit. In second case, the shopkeeper is getting 600 rupees profit. Okay. Now what is the question? What will be the difference in profit? What will be the difference in profit? So difference in profit, one is getting 500 rupees profit, one is getting 600 rupees profit. So difference will be 100 rupees. Difference will be 100 rupees. Is this fine or not? Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Actually, in the previous question, I think this should not be there. This sentence should not be there. ये नहीं होना चाहिए. And then the problem can be solved. I think if selling price are same and then difference in their profit is 60, अगर actual लिख दोगे तो गड़बड़ हो जाएगा, जो मुझे समझ में आ रहा है. Now I can solve this question. ठीक है, पर वो एक्चुअल वर्ड नहीं होगा तभी सॉल्व हो पाएगा एज पर माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग. बट ठीक है, मैं उसको एक बार देख लूंगा, देन आई विल कम टू दैट. नाउ दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन वी कैन सॉल्व दिस प्रीवियस वन लाइक दिस. Same question like previous one. Now try this question. Question number 26. These are not the previous year question. These are not the previous year questions. These are for the practice. Try this question number 26. Try question number 26. Try question number 26. Bring question. This is not possible now to bring the question in the middle. This is a PDF file. So this will be as it is. This will be as it is. Okay, I will ask the team tomorrow to make it in more perfect way. ठीक है ना? Right now it's not possible to bring the question in the middle. This is the PDF file. I cannot change it right now. Sonu sold a watch to Meena at a profit of 50%. Meena sold this watch to Reena at a loss of 30%. And Reena sold this watch to Mahek at a profit of 20%. If Sonu paid 20,000 for this watch, then find the cost price of watch for Mahek. Okay. Try this question. Understand, the question is cost price for Mahek, not cost price for Sonu and all. Please read the question properly. The question is asking for the cost price for Mahek. इस केस में रेशियो देखो मुश्किल कुछ नहीं होगा. आई टोल्ड यू समटाइम परसेंटेज आर इजी, समटाइम रेशियो आर इजी. ठीक है, सम वेरी डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम कैन बी सॉल्व विद द हेल्प ऑफ रेशियो विद इन सेकेंड. ठीक है, बट यस समटाइम दे लुक डिफिकल्ट ऑल्सो एंड लॉट ऑफ थिंग वी हैव टू रिमेंबर लाइक 5/7 वैल्यूज. सो वो अभी उतना जरूरत नहीं है. व्हेन आई एम टीचिंग, सपोज इफ आई एम टीचिंग इन द एसएससी स्टूडेंट, then I will simply go with the ratio method only. I will not go with the percentage method there because their ratio method is more simpler. When I'm teaching in the CAT, suppose I'm teaching in the CAT. So for CAT student, the percentage is again easy method as compared to ratio. And for you guys also, the percentage is more because if you check the previous year questions, SSC is more concerned about the conceptual part. ठीक है, तो कैलकुलेशन उतना जाना नहीं. और आई नो दैट अब जैसे मैंने 5/7 किया, 7/8 किया, आधे बच्चे के दिमाग से गायब हो जाएगा वो चीज वहां पे. सो नाउ द एम इज टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम रादर देन टू, जैसे होता है ना कि हम उसको अभी हमें प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना है बस यहां पे. दिस इज द मोर इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. ओके, सो सपोज सोनू, द कॉस्ट प्राइस फॉर सोनू वाज 100%. सपोज नाउ सोनू सोल्ड अ वॉच टू मीना एट अ प्रॉफिट ऑफ 50%. सो सेलिंग प्राइस फॉर सोनू विल बी व्हाट? अगर 50% प्रॉफिट है, that means this become 150%. This is the selling price for Sonu, but same time this is the cost price for Meena also or not? This is the cost price for Meena also or not? Now Meena sold this watch to Reena at a loss of 30%. Meena sold this watch to Reena, so at a loss of 30%, that means 45% loss, 10% is 15%, 30% is 45. So that means now the price will be 105%. That means the cost price for Reena is a 105% of original price. Now what is the next step? And Reena sold this watch to Mahek at a profit of 20%. Now profit of 20%. 10% is 10.5 and 20% will be 21. So if I add 21, this become 126%. 126% of original price. The question is, if Sonu paid 20,000 rupees for this watch, so what is the Sonu, how much Sonu paid? Sonu price was 20,000. That means the question is saying, if 100% is 20,000, what is the value of 126%? What is the value of 126%? So how we can find out? If 100% is 20,000, so we have to find out 126%. Simply we can find out 26% of this number and we can add into this. So just find out 26%. 10% is 2000, 20% is 4000, 5% is 1000. So I think A will be the correct answer. A will be the correct answer. A simple one. A simple one. Please tell me if you have any doubt here. Please tell me if you have any doubt here. You can solve one by one also. You can solve one by one also. Sonu price is given 20,000. So we can take this as 20,000. Then 50% increment, this become 30,000. Then 30% decrement, this become 21,000. Then again 20% profit, then 20% of 2100 will be 4,200. Add this value, you will get your answer. That is also a way. That is also a way to solve this thing. Same type of question. Same kind of question. Same thing. Try this question. Try this question. We can think of if you are able to understand the percentage wala part. A toy company sold a certain amount of toy to a shopkeeper. In this transaction, the profit percent is 55%. If the cost price further increased by 25% and selling price remain the same, find the profit percent. Question may everything given in percentage, answer everything given in percentage. So what is the way to solve this question? The way to solve this question, let's assume cost price is equal to 100. Now, then in this profit percentage is 55% of cost price. That means what will be the selling price? Selling price will be 155. Because there is a 25% profit. There is a 25% profit. Sorry, 55% profit. Now if the cost price is further increased by 25%, the new cost price will be 125. But the selling price remains same. New selling price will be remain same. Find the new profit percent. What is new profit percent? Selling price minus cost price upon cost price into 100. This is 30 upon 125 into 100. You can solve this thing, you can find 24, I think should be the answer. 24% should be the answer. 24% should be the answer. A simple one, conceptual one, this kind of question can come in the examination. Okay. Now this PPT will be uploaded and you can try this PPT. If you have a doubt, we can discuss someday. We can discuss someday these questions. So understand. Okay. Now understand, see, once percentage is over, many of, I can say 30-40% syllabus is over. Now percentage plus profit and loss is over. Percentage and profit and loss is over. That means 30-40% syllabus is over. 30-40% syllabus is over. Are you getting my point not? Now another important chunk is number system. Abhi right now I am not going to take CI and SI. The reason is very simple. Questions are not coming, topic is difficult, we will take in the last. Questions are not coming, topic is difficult, we will take in the last. Either I will start with the number system or I will start with the average. Okay? These two possibilities are there. So tomorrow we will start with either average or we will start with the number system. And once we will done all these things, then next, whenever we will meet, we will take all your doubts also. We will take all your doubts also. And do one thing, again is a request to you, please go home, try to understand each and every sentence which I was emphasizing, what is the meaning of this, that, and when you understand all these things, increment, decrement and all, it's become easy. Math is not that much difficult. Math is not that much difficult. The problem is simple. The problem is you're not able to understand the statement. And once you are able to interpret that, once you are able to understand that, it's become very easy for you to understand whole math as a subject. So it's a request. Tomorrow I will either start with the average or I will start with the number system. That depend on PPT किसकी मुझे मिलती है. So accordingly we can start either number system or average. And once percentage and number system suppose is finished, more than 60% questions are coming from these two topics only. More than 60% questions, sometimes 20 questions are directly from number system. 20 क्वेश्चन अकेले नंबर सिस्टम से आया है sometime 15 क्वेश्चन अकेले परसेंटेज से आया हुआ है. ठीक है. So these two topics are very important for your examination. Understand the importance. ठीक है ना? Okay, 2 classes this week take that topic, which can, ठीक है, I will move because number system is a bigger topic. So I will start after this. I will probably start with the average or ratio, probably start with the ratio. That will be completed in 2 days. So no issue, I will take that topic. Okay, hope you understand today class. Let's meet tomorrow at same time to go with the next topic. Okay, thanks. Thank you for today.